Okay, loves. You know that I practice full disclosure. I am not shy to share with you when and where I have made mistakes in the past. Uh, it's still the new year here. I am cleaning up and cleaning out. It is now 2022, and I am going through piles and piles of notebooks and journals and things from the past. I'm finding things from 2018 that I kept and saved forever. I'm sure it would be important someday. Throwing them away, 2017, 2018. One of the things I just came across is something that I've been sharing with you all a lot lately, the really, really early version of my authority marketing statement, expert positioning statement. And since we've been going over it and how it relates to thought leadership, I really, really wanted to show you what not to do. Because I'm really good at doing that in the beginning. So on the back of a calendar, on just some random piece of paper, I was sketching out several years ago an early draft of my authority marketing statement, expert positioning for even work that I was doing before Red Thread Publishing. I am going to throw this away as soon as I read it to you. I just needed to share with you how bad it is, both to encourage you to keep iterating, to share with the community, to improve, but also really to show you what not to do and why it was so bad. Because when I wrote this and when I first shared it, I was so proud of myself. I was so pleased. I was like, oh my God, I got it. I nailed it on the first try. Spoiler alert, I did not. Okay, so please humor me. Create patience and kindness for yourself while you do this process, because it is a process, it is a practice, and we're good at not doing it right the first time. So, previous career, I am. Remember, the authority marketing statement or expert positioning is I am, that's your career. I help. Who do you help? Ideal client. So that, what are your ideal client's goals? And by, how do you help your ideal client reach their goals? Pretty simple. If you can nail it, you got it. If you can't nail it, this is what's going to happen. And when it's like, why aren't people coming to me? Why am I not being successful? How come I can't help people? I have these gifts and nobody's coming to me. This might be part of it. So just assume that you read this somewhere or you met me at a cocktail party. I am a personal fulfillment advisor, your conspirator in chief. I support phenomenal kick-ass leaders and change makers who are rocking their careers but caught in a cycle of discontent by providing vital, elemental, life-changing guidance so that they move from futile yearning, and then I've crossed out some things, to flourishing in or savoring all areas of life. What the fuck? What do I do? Who do I help? What? I imagine me saying that every time I was on a podcast. Imagine me saying that at a cocktail party. Your drink would be gone by the time I got through it, and there's no way in hell I would have been able to remember all that. It's confusing for me to even read it to you now. I would never have been able to just pull that up if somebody said, "Hey, who are you? What do you do?" I now, new career, and a expert positioning statement that I have worked on more than once. I'm a publisher. I help women to write and publish their books so that they can become successfully published authors and thought leaders by walking them through a process or by offering a variety of publishing options and teaching thought leadership. Still obviously working on the last little bit because there's so many different ways that we do things. Coming up with the very specific last line, I'm still in progress. But this, dear sisters, dear friends, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I'm so glad. I'm so glad to be going this way. I'm so glad. It's terrible. And I'm glad that it's terrible because it's really old, first of all, a couple years ago. But also because this way I can share with you where you start I couldn't even say what I did. I said, I am a personal fulfillment advisor. What is that? And then I thought I was so clever. You're conspirator in chief. What is that? Are you going to pay a conspirator in chief $5,000 or $10,000 to work with you? No, probably not. How can I help you if I can't tell you who I am, who I help, and how I can help you? So, adios. I'm so glad I get to throw that away. And I'm so glad that I had to work that statement so many times. I didn't know what I did. I didn't know what I did enough to make it really clear. And the reason I share all this and the reason I keep coming back to it is because as authors, you have a story to tell. And as individuals, you have value to add. Even if you don't have a business currently associated with the book that you're writing, with the story that you have to share, that doesn't mean that you don't have value to add. Okay. And so one of the things that we do with Red Thread and with our authors is really massaging how are we going to help our clients after the book? Okay. How do we want to support people beyond the book? And that's thought leadership part 2 is really like, what's that? Okay. And so if you're here trying to do your authority marketing statement or expert positioning statement and you still don't know, make a draft, try, but then go on and do part 2 of the Becoming a Thought Leader. That's going to really help you figure out, how do I want to show up? How do I want to support people? Okay. It does not have to be crystal clear at the beginning, but it is something that we need to give our attention to so that we can figure it out. So that when we publish our books, hi love, just a second, I'm almost done. When we publish our books, we know who we are, we know who we're helping, and we can support our readers beyond the book. Okay, that's the distinction. Being able to support readers beyond the book is the distinction between writing and publishing a book, full stop, done, and not having any other way to interact with people, and becoming a successfully published author and thought leader. That's the distinction. Knowing who you are, who you help, how you help them, and what you help them accomplish, but also having some way for the readers to interact with you beyond the book, in that helping them more. Okay. So this is what we do. This is the space that we play in. I just needed to, as always, offer my failures and foolishness to the altar of our mutual betterment. And I also really wanted to throw that away, but I needed to share it with you before I did so. So that's it. Go back, if you haven't already, watch the Becoming a Thought Leader Step 1, Becoming a Thought Leader Step 2. If you're in our community, Becoming a Thought Leader Step 3 is in your author folder. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to share that with you. Wishing you a happy day.